Such a tough life for a kiddie. Such a tough life. Look at you. Look at that. Ah. You must be absolutely squelching. G'day everybody, welcome to my channel. You got me in stitches. I'm Anna. I hope everybody has had a fantastic week. So the sun was peeking out really early this morning, so I thought, okay, later on I'll come out with the camera and do my vlog. And then it went all dull and miserable. Yeah, but the sun is now starting to peek back out again. So I thought, what a better way? The birds are singing and yeah, really lovely. There is a gentle breeze, which is okay, and yeah, and a little bit of traffic. You know guys, I swear that every time I want to record, guarantee it, just like traffic goes past, and it was so quiet this morning. I should have just like vlogged at 5 AM, but then we wouldn't have had the light, would we? So, oh, there's just so many baby birds in the garden and everything. Yeah, yesterday my friend came over and just took a stump for me, and yeah, it was fantastic because all the birds were like really busy foraging for their worms, and currently right there there's a little robin over there. Yeah, so you never know, you might see a few fly by. Okay, so today all I'm going to chat about is one of the makes I have finally finished. So it's only one make to show you, and what I've currently got on my sewing table. Okay guys, so I'll tell you what I'm wearing first. So I had my Tilliana Buttons Clio on, and you guys have already seen the video to that, so I won't go into detail, but it's really super soft and comfortable. It's like a very soft buttery needle cord in a very gentle mustard colour. So I have my Clio teamed up with this chiffon little top that I thrifted a bunch of time ago now. This is the one that I was telling you guys about that has the pink butterflies, and although I don't really do pink, I really like this top. It's a very light butter yellow, and yeah, it just has these really pretty butterflies on with yellow, pink and green, but you know, what can you do? And it's a V-neck. What I'll do, I'll insert a photograph at the end just of the Clio and the chiffon top teamed up together. Seriously guys, I have patience of a saint. I don't know why, traffic just seems to come out of nowhere. Then suddenly wind, so I think just in the segment before there's a little bit of wind, so I hope you guys can hear me all okay. Speaking of wind, whose bright idea was it to come out here? Yes, I know, mine. Seriously, what I've got next to show you after the me made is all my patterns just blue everywhere. It's like, oh, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, shall we crack on? Oh, in the background there's a tree chopper, I think. Oh, look over my shoulder. That's the female juvenile blackbird. Right, so this I have finally made the new look, K6542, and I made well, sort of in between two versions actually, because on the cuff there is a tie detail, but I decided to make the gathered sleeve ends there. So on the, which one is A, if you see the cuff detail there, that's what I have done, but it is also view B, which is the yellow one. So it has the strip, and I think the sleeve comes down just past the elbows, and obviously it has the gathers. Now you guys have I've already shown you guys the fabric and everything, so now just show you the finished make, which is what I have here. So if you recall, it was in sort of, I think it was a I'm not sure if it's 100% cotton or a poly cotton. It's actually quite thin. Okay, yeah, so these are my cuff details there, and all I did was serge the raw edges and flipped over twice, and then just did a regular stitch length there, and on the inside where I attached the ruffle cuff, I just serged there. There's still a couple of little loose threads. I made a casing all the way around the neckline and the shoulders. So here you install elastic, so it goes around both shoulders. It also goes around the back, but it does not go around the front. It's just a regular straight neckline. And then I installed both my straps, and this top I would definitely consider a fail. Yeah, the reason why I consider this one a fail, considering I thought it was a semi easy-ish make, I use that term loosely. I don't know if it had a little bit of a sewing burnout with obviously making the dressmaker's ball and making the dressmaker's dress for the dressmaker's ball, and you know, the pitch dress and everything that I was making. I don't know, but everything on this went wrong. So I have a front seam and I have a back seam, and look, not even matched up properly, shouldn't even be there. And the straps I have just stitched on, and it's just shocking. And I've covered my dreadfulness with these buttons, so I have 4 buttons. Yeah, but I've done French seams throughout. So yeah, the French seams on the back and the front seam and all the side seams. Also the little top has a couple of darts in the front there. Yeah, so but it's a really cute little top, and again I will insert a photograph at the end so you guys can see it, me wearing it. But yeah, it's a fail, but I don't know, a wearable mock-up maybe. I guess I could hide all the terrible, I don't know, shocking stitching. It's okay, but on the hem I serged and then double folded and did a regular stitch length. It really needs a little bit of a tidy up. There's a French seam there. This is the closer look at the buttons that I used. So I just thrifted these guys, and I had about 8, but they were not identical. So these 4 are identical, but in the 8 that I got in the picket they were a little bit different. So yeah, I might return to this and just sort of tidy up a few little bits and pieces on it. Yeah, I see how I feel. If not, I could donate this. I don't like donating sort of me-mades really. I mean, I probably will tidy it up, and I will make another one. It won't put me off, and you know, it's kind of like doing a little mock-up first, but the sleeves are really, really cute. Yeah, so I like the details that it has. I like the gathering, and yeah, it's just a quick and easy sort of top just to, you know, throw on with maybe a pair of jeans or something like that. But yeah, so one make, but a bit of a fail. I think the other fail was trying to record outside. It's a really, really lovely day, but the wind is getting up a little bit, and that's going to interfere with the mic, and all you're probably going to hear is I don't know. But also the truck road, he's being closed further down, so we get a little bit of extra traffic. And of course I just realised, guys, it's Easter, it's a vacation, so everybody's going to be, you know, taking time off and having their holidays and everything. Yeah, so it is usually really, really quiet. When my friend and I sat outside yesterday, it was really, really quiet, and it was just like hardly nothing going by. So yeah, but it's Sunday, isn't it? It's travelling day, so people are going to go on the holidays, and yeah. So anyway, I want to show you guys what is currently on my sewing table, so if it doesn't get blown away. And yeah, I'll try and talk through what I hope to stitch up this week. I was going past and it was just like, yeah, I'm hiding because I've got a little bush that side, and I don't want him thinking that I'm talking to the bushes, even though, you know, some gardeners do that, don't they? But yeah, he's an old guy, so he might think I'm a bit cuckoo. So okay, so first up on the sewing table is this lovely vintage pattern, which was thrifted, and it's Simplicity 6329. I'm going to do the version there, so it is, yeah, number 1. And the difference between these two is, if you can see there, that is a little higher neckline, whilst that is more sort of a bias binding neckline, and then this view is a floor length version. So, and then I was going through my fabric collection, as you do, and when I want to make vintage patterns, it's like I want to try and, you know, recreate as close to sort of the originals as possible. I know you're never going to find the exact same fabric, but as you guys know, I go thrifting for vintage fabric, so I've got a little fabric stash collection of that, and I've got, I think this is like a polyester, maybe a little bit of nylon, and I think it's about 1.5 yards, possibly 2 yards. But isn't that a really pretty blue? I would sort of say that's like a china blue. It's not as dark as a navy, and then these really lovely flowers, and the pattern is 1974, so I think that would work quite well. Yeah, so tell me in the comments below what you think of this fabric teamed up with this. And I have traced out and transferred everything and all the markings and everything to the recycled brown paper, because on the vintage pattern, although it's really good condition, the pattern pieces have been cut out. Yeah, so, you know, obviously you get your big square of tissue, so all they had done is roughly cut around the pattern pieces in there and not actually, you know, to the line. So, and this is a bust 34 miss, and it in vintage size, so size 12. Yeah, so I traced them off anyway, like I just said, on my vintage brown paper. But this one actually doesn't come with any instructions, unfortunately. Sorry guys. And yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's too much of a rocket science to configure those pieces together. So obviously I will let you know when I've made it up how the journey went with that one. Okay, I'll show you the next one. The next pattern that is on my sewing table, Simplicity 9155, which is this one. The year is 1970 on this one, and I'm going to do view 2, which is this one, and on the pattern it's called the midi length. Again, I have traced that out on my recycled brown paper, and I thought of using this fabric here. This is 100% cotton. I've only got a yard. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. I don't know. I may have to shorten it so it becomes more of a sort of long styled top rather than sort of a dress that is a mini dress. But again, I'm not 100% comfortable with dresses, but yeah, so but in the vintage I don't know, I feel more comfortable wearing vintage dresses. I don't know, maybe it's because I got a slightly more not so feminine look, I don't know. Now I've got the tissue paper out, and although it looks like it's been cut around the lines, it is so perfectly level all the way around. I actually think that maybe this pattern originally came like this and nobody has actually cut it, and the actual tissue itself is in absolutely immaculate condition. It's always nice to find patterns like that that haven't sort of been, I don't know, like this to me has been really looked after, and considering it's 1970, it's lasted all those years, and it has its instructions, so, and the actual sleeve and everything that it comes in is really good condition. So, and obviously it's now in my possession, so it's going to, yeah, definitely be looked after. Right, I'll show you the next one that I have. The next one I have is McCall's 3608, which is this one here. And the year is 1973, and I like the View B, which is this one there. And I like the neckline. And there's that long version there which you could tie. I have, this is modern fabric, and I don't know, I think it's quite fitting to sort of the year, and it's this one, 100% cotton. It's been in my fabric collection for quite a while, and I wanted sort of a 60s outfit. I know that's 70s, that's why I'm debating whether to use this one. I think this is more sort of suited to a 60s, but I don't know, it might work, but you know when sometimes you look at a pattern and you sort of get sort of fixated on what you see, and that dress works really well with those polka dots, with the white and the black polka dots. It just, I don't know, and I suppose when you detract away from that and try and think of something else, you know, that is completely different to what's on the front of that pattern cover. I find this cover, although it's a little bit sort of scrunched up and a little bit sort of worse for wear, the tissue inside is absolutely immaculate, and I don't actually think anybody has cut this. This is the original, and it is in absolute pristine condition. It's just so nice to come across patterns that are in really good condition, and yeah, just to think that it's been on such a journey, and yeah, it's now come to me and it's now on a journey with me, but it's going to get looked after. Okay, I'll show you the next pattern. So the last pattern that I have on my sewing table is from 1969, so very late, and it's Simplicity 8637, which is this one. I want to make the view there, what the model's wearing in the middle. Again, it's really good condition, the pattern. It also has the instructions with this one. Yeah, so, but I think there's still a little bit of modern elements in that pattern. I, again, have gone through my fabric collection, and I have this polka dot fabric. Or is it just polka dot? Look what's on the bottom. So I have 2 yards of this. It's 100% cotton, and yeah, so if I open it out, so it's quite a lot there, and then the little dogs start at the bottom. Yeah, so I think that's quite fun to have them running all the way around the end of the shirt. And again, I have traced everything out on my brown recycled pattern paper. Oh, you know what I mean, it's brown paper, then it becomes pattern. So, oh my god, right, I have persevered. I have taken an absolute bunch of time trying to film out here, so yeah, patience of a saint. And I have got baby birds, juveniles everywhere. It's so lovely. I had little Robin just off camera there, and I was waiting for the wind just to sort of settle down, and he was singing away, and it was just a shame that the camera wasn't rolling then to pick up his song. But yeah, I was going to take you guys to the moon. Do you want to come to the moon with me? Do you think it will be really quiet? Shall we, yeah, take a journey to the moon? Now, I know you're going to think I'm cuckoo. I know it's got nothing whatsoever to do with sewing, but oh, was it last month, at the beginning of last month, was it? I'll insert the proper date, but the moon was at its absolute fullest, and you guys know that I really, you know, enjoy my photography and everything, which I've done kind of all my life, and I just took some really lovely photographs. Some of you guys have seen some of the photographs elsewhere, but I've never actually put them on my vlog. But I thought it might be a good idea just to add in just a little extra at the end. But again, if you don't like that, you can just skip. It will only be a few seconds at the end. So yeah, shall we go to the moon? Shall I take you guys to the moon? Let's go for a moon journey, shall we? Hopefully there won't be any disturbances and noise and traffic and everything up there. So yeah. Okay guys, so I've persevered, and yeah, so if you guys have liked this video and have enjoyed what is currently on my sewing table, please give me a thumbs up. Again, let me know in the comments below what you think of the fabrics and the vintage patterns and everything, and I hope you enjoy the journey with me, and hopefully next week I will have got them all stitched up. And yeah, let me know what you guys are up to. Are you doing anything for the holidays? You going on vacation anywhere? Or are you just like catching up on things that you ordinarily wouldn't have time to do? Obviously if you're busy at work and things like that. And again, let me know what's on your sewing table. So yeah, I'll just insert a couple of photos at the end. And yeah, so have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. And I will see you soon. Okay, take care guys.